Oh, whoa. Okay. Hello, hello, everyone. We're gonna be doing some more Deathmark today. I caught up chapter 5 to the point where we can watch the ending of chapter 5, good ending, which then leads us into playing chapter 6. I there's not like a good place to like really save to get real close to like switching over to chapter 6, so there's a little bit of a speed run. We're gonna go through some like talking real quick, and then once we get to a certain point, and then we'll start to see like the good ending part compared to yesterday. So, yay. I am currently finishing off my nuggies though, my dino nuggies. Mm-hmm. It's delicious. Mm. But we're gonna game today. Why does the chat keep moving? It's supposed to be right there, but it keeps going over there. Like, why? Why are you doing that? I only got 2 nuggies left. Hmm. I'm very sad about it. Jesus. We're wearing the same hoodie as yesterday because I have my heaters turned down. So we're just wearing the same hoodie. That's all. It's because it's comfy and it's warm and it's cold. It's comfy, it's warm, I'm cold. So we are wearing the same hoodie. I mean, it looks like I'm wearing the same clothes. It's just the hoodie. I needed it's a stick. Mm-hmm. I like nuggies. Okay. You guys just need to suffer me finishing stuffing my face, okay? It's fine. Mm, let's see, okay. So we're still in chapter 5 right now, but we have to do the good ending of chapter 5. I want to catch that for all of you so you can see. So this one is where we saved everybody. No one died. At this point, no one has died. We saved all of the people in each of them. We didn't let anybody die. As for like the ending for each of the chapters, what is recorded in each of the videos previously, it's all the bad ending of where someone dies, but the only difference really at the end of the chapter is that um, it just changes like a couple dialogue things. Like, you know, but nothing major changes at the end of any of the chapters. It's just a couple dialogue changes, like instead of what's his face crying because Suzu died, he just um he's just not as sad. Like, and then they all just go to bed. That's it. They just all go to bed. So nothing major changes. So where did I leave off? Oh, right here. This is where we left off. Okay, so we left off with the fight with her. And so for this one, we're going to end up with being able to see it. We're going to be able to beat her. We're going to win. So this whole time, Mary has been the one controlling things. She is actually the one that gives the marks. The person who died at the beginning, Saya, that had all the flowers pop out of them, that was your little sister. You are Mazumune Kujo. And then the whole thing that you've done here is you've actually purposely, because the ninjutsu was about to crumble and everything, you took it out of Mary. But in the process, you ended up losing all your memories and everything. And then Mary herself like hid a bunch of stuff. So you are now learning that any deaths or anything like that, the whole curse, it's all because you are in the long run trying to save a bunch of people. So here we can fast forward to the point where we were, because all the words are currently right now are just repeating what we saw yesterday. There's actually no differences. Very admirable. This time we said we're not afraid. And then she still breaks, still cracks, and everything she says is like the exact same as the other ending. I've waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark, thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces, but I waited. I am not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. But I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices, I want to break you down. So, now she's after us. Okay, so there's a certain order we need to do. We're almost to the point where we see the differences. So let's go to Saya's room. Still no way to survive those two are death. What are you doing over there? The cat's being weird over there. He's being loud. The floor. Yeah, see, it's the ninjutsu. It's still cursed. And you're like, but we brought it there. But the bunny, turns out, is your sister. Like, your sister took over, I think, the body of a bunny rabbit. But started moving the ninjutsu. And then Mary kind of suspected what was happening and like, yeah, they kind of smashed each other a little bit. Okay, now we shove this into her right arm. Okay, we're getting caught up. Sadly, I tried to save like at the point where it like actually diverges. We couldn't. I couldn't. Okay, so now we found the tape recorder and we're listening to the whole thing of like how it started. Which is like the older brother Mazumune, he finds the doll, he realizes the ninjutsu is about to break and just get destroyed. And so he takes it out of the doll and tries to prepare a bunch of stuff in advance, but he loses his memory. Two months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best I can. I put Sai to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. They all survived. Putting the Buddha statue in place of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So with her guidance, and Yasuoka, Damon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to each shrine. By now, my memory has completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. I don't think my decision as Masamune Kujo was wrong, but at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the victims of the mark and of Sai in particular, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kujo family. About the memories I've regained. I became the Kujo family head 7 years ago. I'll admit I was a bit of a recluse. I left the public appearance to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. The only photos of me are small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Sai had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memory unraveled faster than I thought. Why did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in the doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. See? Everyone survived. Mo dies. I like all the ones that could die. We killed them, but not really. Like we just didn't do the proper cleansing, and so they end up dying. Mo Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine. She sometimes comes to Kujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa is studying every day for the middle school exam next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests. Satoru bought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Sho is picking fights, riding his bike and doing whatever he wants as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined his neighborhood's baseball team. Christy has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Suzu was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. She died last time too. We saved her. So we saved the Mo, we saved the baseball show, and we saved Suzu. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. He cried last time. Ida has gone back to surfing the BBS every day as usual. What's news, he's been stopping by the city employment center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. She died last time too. The day doesn't go by that I don't see Ai on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens, alone, at my age. Tawako is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently, she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. She died. Madoka spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Banshee has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. Now then. I finish my break and return to the workbench in the corner of the room. Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nenjibutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I finally finished. Once everything is complete, I replace the Butsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in a wood box. 5 years. This has all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now, but there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenjibutsu wears out decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary. And that is the good ending of chapter 5. We put Mary to sleep. We succeeded. Look at it, it's so weird what it does. Currently, it's the credits. Whenever the credits come up, it's black screen. And it goes off to the side. It's so weird. Let's skip the credits. My arms are getting cold. It's cold in here. We should now be able to go on to chapter 6. And now, a lot of time has passed. The muted chirpings of insects gently drift along a breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. It's nearly autumn after all. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Rain again. I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger is speaking. I stare at the leaden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out of the corner of my eye the stack of books piled on the desk. Some were pretty difficult to get my hands on. But I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. There's a sudden knock at the door. That hollow sound doesn't bring back good memories. It used to signal the arrival of a new mark bearer to the mansion. But that's in the past now. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is... Mo! It's Mo Watanabe. Is now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone. It's fine. Mo flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With a start, I realize that Mo isn't my only visitor. It's been a while. I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa, this is rare. Why are you here? It's been a while since we'd met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously the topic came to you. So I told him that I visit you a lot and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? I was just getting bored. Of course I don't mind, I was just getting bored. Yeah, I figured as much. You seem the type of time on your hands. I haven't seen them both together since the mark. Mo's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for an occult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. I'm glad to see you're well, mister. Have you gotten the chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with the entrance exam? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. I glance over to see Mo staring at me. What is it? It's just, I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say? Oh. Don't catch a cold. I can't think of anything appropriate, so don't catch a cold. What? It's obvious you're clueless. Don't force yourself. Not that I'll gain anything by having you praise me. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. He was first in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish? My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking of entering the judicial profession. But, has he changed his mind then? Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic. So you like dinosaurs too? Tsukas's glare is full of contempt. Not Jurassic. Judicial, as in working and dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Mo? I've never been at a loss for words before. To be honest, now I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kind of surprised. Who'd think Tsukasa would ask me for advice? That incident I was wrapped up in started it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate them. But my parents, I feel that would be difficult to tell them. I see, that's what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience. But what do you think I should do? Tell them now. It's difficult to say. If he's given the idea serious thought, then it'd be better for him to tell his parents. Parents only want their kids to be happy. They'll support him if that's what he wants. I see. I hope my parents think the same way as you. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me. Great. You good now? Your future's bright, unlike this old guy here, so don't worry so much. That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright... They both look at me. Nope. can't picture it. But that's what makes him approachable. So he's good to vent to, at least. But there definitely are things that only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about. I mean, there's that doll. Sakasa falls silent. Seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is as elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it, but to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but right now my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone. That so? I'm sorry, I had no idea. Then it might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when there's another knock at the door. Who could that be? Mo calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door. And she's like, who is it? Is that Mashta? It is Mashta. The ex-detective, Mashta. When I started daycare? Mashta. Mr. Mashta, why are you here? Did you come to see us? I was clearly excited, but Sakasa's collected as he bows politely. I'm in your debt for your help back then. Still, I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Mashta gives an annoyed shake of his head. I'm the one asking, why are you here? Damn, we're going in circles now. Don't lie. I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We've got everyone from the Hanahiko case back together again. This is totally destiny. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Ah, everyone, huh? In that case, one person. No one being is missing. Or one being is missing. As he mutters, he glances at a spot in the room. It would be best to change the subject. So why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question like usual. Yashiki, you told me that fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Does he mean Yasuoka? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why do you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean? Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashta? Mo butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get an interesting job, bring me along with you. Even Mashta can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Mashta's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by my sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? But detective hates too many requests. Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed. Depends on what the request is about. The one I just got, it's the worst. Did he just hesitate? It's your fault that this happened. So Yashiki, yeah, I'm going to have you help me. Help you? Wait a minute. What are you talking about here? Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with a detective job. Wow, I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. Now, if I were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Wait, Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got? We all hold our breath as we stare at Mashta. Exactly, a spirit might be involved. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from that old fortune teller. Little Red Riding Hood. Oh wait, which one is it connected to? Oh, you're connected to the vertical. Okay. Nah, this is totally for real, I swear. I think I saw something real bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. Do you think this is like some girls talking? You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? That rumor about people disappearing after entering that Love Hotel in K-City? On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found. But their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital and others jump in front of trains. I totally forgot when I was walking around at night the last time it rained. There was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her... Tell me, are you? She suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. Now I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with... blood. Was it? That's all I was told. I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat, rather suspicious. Masha ignores Sukasa, looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Yashiki. You're coming with me. I'm bogged down with my other cases and I don't have time to spare. So it's your fault that old lady brought this to me. So you need to take responsibility. But... come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info on a case like this. And your investigation needs an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Mo? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen, it can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that it's just a lie. Much of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Masha's right. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumor. And it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? Okay, I'll do it. I hope you said that. We'd better get I'm going alone. What? No, wait, that's not fair. I knew she'd complain, but I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Mo, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything. But if that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do. This time. If you find anything out, though, tell me, okay? Promise. Settled. Masha takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade. It's abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8 tomorrow night. 8? I have to go at a specific time? The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call and help, so it's probably a scheduling thing. I'll have to handle this alone then. Plus this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. Well then, I need to get to my other cases. Masha turns on his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he's just suddenly back. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing, just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Masha calls out to the other two. Hey, you too. I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car. Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that. I agree. It's pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going. The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Mashta told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumors, a normal case even. The more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question, but of course there's no way she'd reply. The next evening, I get ready and I leave my room with heavy steps. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess unconsciously I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill some time there if I'm early. I'll earn the truth in and out. It'll be quick. I turn the car key, my mood improves somewhat. Okay. Let's head to the masquerade. I arrive at the designated hotel 20 minutes before the meeting time. The rain falling when I left Cujo Mansion has now turned into a drizzle. I park my car in a lot and walk to the street. The hotel, my destination, stands out at the end. So that's it. There's hardly anyone on this neon-lit street, perhaps because of the rain. Didn't that rumor? Red Riding Hood appears when it rains. It's the perfect night to investigate the rumor. The hotel in question doesn't seem to be particularly guarded against intruders either. Anyone could step inside if they wanted. I see. So that's why it's the focal point of the rumor. People going in the abandoned hotel in a dare running across suspicious people or squatters. Then their stories get exaggerated and we get the rumor that that's the basis of this case. I bet someone was seen in red clothes and it turned into Red Riding Hood. Look at all the hotel. There's 3 hotels all in one. Which one are we going into? Are we going into this one, or this one? My heart suddenly feels a lot lighter. I guess I was taking this too seriously after all. Now that I've gotten rid of one worry though, this time something else starts bugging me. I'm a grown man standing alone in the middle of this road in the red light district. This isn't going to do anything good for my reputation. I should get out of the rain until it's time to meet. Oh, we're gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Gesundheit. I glance around the area for a place. Oh, is that you, Yashiki? Oh, it's Hiro. I thought so. It's been a while. A woman in a lab coat appears. It's Madoka Hiro. Hiro? I heard I had help, but I didn't think it'd be you. What? You don't approve? Take your complaints up with Yasuoka. No complaints here. I'm glad it's you. No, that's not it. To be honest, I'm happy that it's someone I know. Introductions would only waste time, especially in a place like this. Well, that's a surprise. I didn't think you were that considerate. My neck tingles from the strength of her judging stare. I wasn't expecting her to have changed, and she definitely hasn't. Do you still visit the underground shelter? Yes. Well, only once in a while. I've been busy with work recently, so I haven't had the time. How are things going on your end? Nothing exciting. I'm taking some time to relax. I wasn't really asking about you personally. Whatever. I think I have a pretty clear picture now. Hiro glances down at her watch distractedly. Is something wrong? No. He should be here soon. Oh wait, there he is. I follow Hiro's gaze to find... Well, did I make you wait for me? Damon? You were rounded up for this too? That's not a nice way to put it, but yes, basically. Yasuoka insisted, so I'll be accompanying you today. And don't worry about me, my health has been much better since then. My cough has mostly gone away too. Oh, really? Seems to be pretty confident about that, but he looks as pale as ever. But it's his body and he's a doctor, so if he says he's fine, I'll just have to believe him. I met with Hiro just recently, but, well, I hope we work well together again. I can't say an unscientific investigation gets me very excited, but I owe the old woman, so this is how I'll pay her back. You owe her? Yeah, it's almost impossible to get your hands on old army documents, but she's got a lot of influence, so I had her pull some strings for me. Well, I guess not just her. You saved me too back then when all the stuff was going on. It's not like I don't feel indebted to you. I see, thanks. Can't say I ever expected Hiro to feel that way. But in a situation like this, I'm grateful. What is my cat doing over there? Did you knock something over? Is there a spider? I don't know what he's doing. By the way, is it okay for both of you to walk around in your lab coat? Shouldn't you change? Hey, this is a professional look. During an investigation like this, it's actually even better. Hiro's cell phone rings in her pocket. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I got an email. Let's see here. Hiro checks the screen, her back turned to me. Hiro seems as busy as ever. I'm fairly busy myself. Sorry to drag you all the way out here then. No, don't worry about that. If you're after something, then I want to help you out. After all, we overcame that horrible trial together. To us, you're a comrade in arms? Yeah, that's right. That's the perfect way to put it. Sorry for the interruption, but it was an important message. The last person won't make it. I was caught by her manager. Ai? She means the idol Ai Kashiwagi? Sounds like she's keeping busy too. But bringing a popular idol to a place like this sounds like a PR nightmare. Hiro hands me her cell phone. What are you doing? She's still on the line. She wanted to apologize to you herself. I don't really need... Quit your grumbling and take the call. Hiro shoves the phone in my hand without letting me get in a word edgewise. Guess I have no choice. My voice when I speak into the phone is surprisingly meek. Hello, Ai? Oh, is that you, Mr. Yashiki? Good morning, it's me, Ai. I'm so sorry. I'll regret not being able to help you for the rest of my life. Her whirlwind of words is the same as always, energetic and full of exaggeration. I do my best to convince her not to worry. No, it's fine, really. I doubt anything will even happen over this. Really? I hope so. Oh no, my cue's coming up. Please come to our next performance for sure, Mr. Yashiki. Okay, bye! And just like that, the hurricane of a phone call passes us by. The change in excitement levels leaves a vacuum. My head spins. She's tiring, isn't she? That old lady thought it'd be a good idea to bring an idol on a case. By the way, Yashiki, are you close to Kashiwagi? That's an odd question coming from Damon. Yeah, I mean, I have her contact info at least. Could you get me a concert tickets? My kid at work's a huge fan of her, but can never get a ticket. Oh, that explains it. Still, I didn't think she was that popular. I can try asking. How many do you need? 3 if possible. I'd like to go as well. It's a rare opportunity. Aren't you a little old for idols? Rude! have a thing for girls? I'm a connoisseur of music. Idols have nothing to do with it. The subject change right now would be wise. Ah, got a lot of free time to stand around, I see, but playtime's over. Mashta, what are you doing here? This case is a request from a client. Wanted to make sure you showed. Jerk. What planning on observing us are you? If we hadn't shown up? One of you is a no-show, in fact. I heard 4 were coming. I couldn't make it. It seems our manager caught her. Not so. He shrugs indifferent. Guess he figures it won't make much difference. So you took care of your other cases already? Thought I told you. I'm just checking in. While I'm here, I have new info on the hotel to give you. Just then, someone else's cell phone starts ringing shrilly. This one's from the hospital. Excuse me for a moment. One after another. We decide to take shelter from the rain. Damon has to finish his call, and we may as well hear what info Mashta has for us. We commandeer a dirty smoking area on the corner. Then we start our improvised strategy meeting. God, this rain is irritating. Hiro grumbles as she gulps down her drink. Mashta gives her a sidelong glance and sighs, exhaling smoke. Then he starts to talk. I don't have time to waste, so I'll make this short. The Hotel Masquerade closed down about a year ago. It's unclear why, but it probably has to do with the owner going missing. Missing? Sounds like the Red Riding Hood rumors. I mean, it's kind of a standard word in any urban legend, but... why he went missing is unknown. There's something different behind it. He just up and vanished. Hiro pipes up, frowning. And that just proves this is a normal case. Is there any point in searching the hotel? Masha taps his cigarette into the ashtray, shaking off the ash. He then continues with the same train of thought. Seems he's going to ignore Hiro's question. A few publications had fun with the story for a while. It's prime gossip. But after a point, it stopped being reported and everyone up and forgot. Now, this is just my guess. But Asteria's crime syndicate turf. They likely applied pressure to keep things quiet. Makes sense for a red light district, at least. That's how it seems from the way he's talking. And what started spreading around at the same time as that missing person case are... Masha waves his lit cigarette out towards the street. The rumor of Red Riding Hood. The so-called eyewitness reports and the people who actually heard things. Put all together, it seems Masquerade is the center of all the rumors. Yasuoka brought the request to me, and it's also the same opinion. Masquerade simply stands there quietly on the dark street, soaked with rain. The neon lights at its feet almost seem to be staring out at the world. You see. When I turn around, someone is standing there. My heart thunders in my chest. Hiro, behind you. Should we, behind you. What? Is there a moth? Hiro looks behind her, puzzled. Nothing's there. Sorry. I think my eyes were playing tricks on me. I make an effort to gloss over it, but there's no way I can believe it was a trick. I'm sure I saw it. Maybe the darkness has strained my eyes and I saw something that wasn't there, but... Damon's calls ends. Sorry, patient with an emergency. Managed to walk them through procedure, but I need to go soon, or I'm terribly sorry. I'll make up for this later, I promise. Damon runs off into the lightly falling rain. Human lives depend on his work. This kind of thing is inevitable. Which means Hiro and I will have to handle the investigation by ourselves tonight. So the only one left is the science freak. That's concerning.
Huh?
What? What? What did you just say? That's how you treat people helping you out? Paying no mind to Hiro's violent outburst, Mashita calmly looks at his watch. It's time. Enough gossip. The rest is in your hands. And with that, he's gone. What a jerk. Calm down. He didn't mean anything by it. He's like that to everyone. I tried to be soothing, but that stung her pride. There's no way I'll be successful. I can't calm down when someone just treated me like an idiot. Just you wait. I'm going to make sure I find a clue. Then I'll rub it in his stupid face. Come on, let's go. Which one do you think we're going into? We step inside and are greeted by a chilly air. Is this marble? Our footsteps echo across the exquisite detailed floor. Where are we? It's a hotel, so the first floor is probably the lobby. Oh, right. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It's only been a few seconds since we've set foot in the hotel, and yet Hiro's fiery determination appears to have puttered out. Where did all that energy disappear off to? Are you okay, Hiro? I'm fine. Not like some weird spirit's gonna pop out. This is nothing compared to the underground shelter. But don't you think something's odd? Like what? Maybe it's because it's only been a year since this place shut down, but it's less damage than I thought. I assumed there'd be more graffiti and stuff. You know, now that she mentioned it, it's true. The whole place is clean. It's the emergency staircase. The sign above the door is there. Shine the flashlight around, and while the place is dirty, nothing's really broken. But we were able to come in here off the street without anything getting in our way. So then why... Mashita mentioned earlier, he said this hotel might be connected to some crime syndicate. Nicer. Hi. Are we getting pets in? Are we getting pets in? Yeah, what about it? Maybe that's why it's still nice in here. Anyone who'd be more likely to tag would be... Oh, gotcha. So it's a gang thing then. You think they made it off limits? On the other hand, maybe people stay away because dangerous things happen here. I should probably not mention that possibility to her. That helps us, though. Everything should be mostly intact. So what's the plan? Should we just do a thorough search of each floor for now? We don't have any particularly useful info. We'll just have to search every nook and cranny like Hiro suggested. There's nothing else we can do. Okay, let's get to it then. Well, it's easy to get out of here, so that's good at least. Yeah, if we're in danger, we'll halt the investigation and withdraw. What's this? It's an odd object. It's an object with a metal cover. I think some kind of electrical device. There are pictures of the guest rooms on the wall. Picture of guest rooms. It's a display case holding various products. A painting is clearly out of place among them. It's a picture of a masked woman wearing a wedding gown. It looks fairly normal, nothing wrong with it. If I had a key, I could easily open it. I try pulling on the elevator door. It moves slightly if I put all my weight into it. But based on what I can see from the window, the elevator isn't on this floor. Opening just makes it easier to fall to the bottom. It's the entrance to the reception booth. A key ring has been left carelessly on the front desk. The ring has a tag that reads for emergencies. Nice. Looks like you found something useful right off the bat. If it says it's for emergencies, then... Hiro looks at the door to the right. It might open the door to the emergency stairs. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. Use the emergency key to open the door. Ooh, so we came from here on the map. Oh, my camera's kind of covering the map on the horizontal stream, and then you can't see it on the vertical, so you'll just have to trust. Okay, let's head, if we head forward, that's the elevator. I press the button repeatedly, but the elevator doesn't respond. We'll head right first. There's an iron bars covering the window. The sturdy iron bars seem to be a little much if they're only there to stop people from falling. I put one hand on the bed and lean my weight on it. The spring simply creaks fruitlessly. It's a small wooden chest. The drawer is locked. Seems to be a simple stopper type lock, like one you'd find in a writing desk. Why don't you just break it? Shouldn't that be a last resort? Seems like a natural choice for a mammalian primate hominid. I don't have any tools. I check behind the wire door, but all I find is an empty cardboard box. Bathroom? The toilet is spewing the horrid stench of sewage. Disgusting. What's this? In my search to see if anything is inside, I only get dust on my fingers. Okay. Now to the left. What's this? Trash can has a giant crack in it. It probably happened when it was knocked over. The power cord and phone line have both been cut. The phone can't be used. A Venetian mask with a creepy expression hangs on the wall. Or they hung there to match the hotel's theme. Still really creepy. I lift up the mattress and look underneath. I notice a notebook lying there. Ooh, 202 notebook. The guest book. What? Flip through it. Inside are pictures drawn in colored markers. Feel free to write about the sweet, sweet time you spent together. Clearly, they didn't need to be told twice. Still, I can't believe anyone who frequents a hotel like this would write such things. But you know what they say about assuming. Every single page is filled top to bottom with lewd, suggestive comments. Wow, so that's what people do. You know? Suddenly, Hero is peeking over my shoulder at the guest book. Instinct makes me try to hide it, but she plucks it from my hands easily. There's no reason to hide it. We're not children, you know. Well, yeah, but... Oh, let me see here. I see. At first she looks through it, humming a little tune to herself, but... She starts acting odd. What's the matter? What? I'm fine. I've had enough. Reading stuff this vulgar does things to your head. So take it back. She's the one who grabbed it in the first place. My eyes fall on the page it landed upon. It looks like it's the last entry in the guest book. There's something written in thin, scrawling letters. This is bad. Might have spratted us out. The rumors that she tattled to the teach and said she'd be going to the fuzz. This is so bad. What should... That's all I can make out. Teach? That phrasing. Rather immature. Must be a student. Yeah, I think so too. But isn't that strange? A girl her age isn't normally at a hotel like this. Oh! Maybe schoolgirl prostitution? That would be a reasonable assumption. It's horrible, but that's the only logical conclusion. What would mean this entry? It sounds like she was panicking over having things leaked by a friend. How stupid can she get? You reap what you sow. Kids have their own issues to deal with too. It's not much such a black and white situation to be able to say that she got what she deserved. Though at least one thing has been made clear thanks to these notes. Sounds like the rumors about this place being tried to a crime syndicate are true. It's obvious that there was a lot of illegal stuff going on here. That sounds logical enough. The number on the guest book refers to the room number. There may be more guest books. True, if we can get more info from these entries, we might be able to figure out what happened here. Let's keep an eye out. Open the door to the bathroom. The bathtub is stained with dust and slime. Ew. The mirror is stained but still functional. I can see myself in it. I peer into the mirror in the dark. I don't see anything, but it still creeps me out. I'll get back to investigating. Nothing else in here. And then leave here. We're done in the second floor. Let's head further up the stairs. And then it's an object with an iron cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. Masquerade wife. The picture of a masked woman walking with a cane. Okay. We'll go left this time. And then the vase holds some cheap fake flowers. Look around the bedside table and find... We got a spoon. Were they eating dessert in here or something? The spoon is stained black. A large air conditioning unit. It's tinted yellow. Maybe from tobacco resin? I opened the door to the bathroom. Toilet paper is stuck to the bottom of the trash can, but other than that, it's empty. I'm not feeling around in that. Gross! I open the door and check the toilet. I find a wallet covered in black stains. Ugh, that's moldy. Try not to breathe it in. Is anything inside? I check inside it. There isn't any cash, but you got a credit card. I guess probably dropped this, but the stain makes it so I can't read the name on the card. We could use the ID to use that to ID one of the guests. Don't you think you should take it with you? Yeah, you're right. My reply is half-hearted. I'm distracted by the stains. I don't mention it to Hero, but the stains on the card look like old blood stains. A thin layer of dust coats the mirror everywhere but one spot, which is wiped clean. So if I squint, the clean portion looks like a hand. Does this belong to someone who snuck in here, or is it the work of something else? Now we go to the right. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Back to the right. Inside the glass case are whips and ropes. They're rather shoddily made. I doubt they would survive being used. A Spanish donkey lies in the corner of the room. I don't want to imagine what it was used for. The part that looks like it was the neck is broken and the head is missing. There's an unnatural space along the wall. Going by the stain, it looks like something was hung here. Put my hand on the door and I try pulling, but it doesn't move at all. Just give up, you might break it if you force it. Okay, so third floor definitely has like some more investigations to do. I take the stairs and exit out onto the hallway. Wait, what? Yoda suddenly shouts. Isn't this the third floor? Don't be ridiculous, you're just imagining things. I'm sure she's just mistaken. Shine the flashlight at the floor number plaque. Oh, third floor again. Hero's face goes completely pale. Absurd. We just came from the third floor. Just as Hero said, we definitely just climbed up from the third floor to the fourth. So why are we back on the third floor? It might just be a weird fluke. Let's try again. Right. We climb the stairs again like actors in a play, but sure enough, we come back onto the third floor. Possible. This time I'm sure It's an optical illusion, that's it. There must be a trick with the lights. Hero has completely lost it. I made it absolutely sure that we were heading to the fourth floor from the third floor, and yet this is obviously the third floor. If we're not hallucinating, this is real, then there are two possibilities. One is that all the floors at the third floor and are intentionally made to look like the third floor. The other is that some mysterious power is stopping people from going to the fourth. Telling her that will only make things worse. How about we give up on the fourth floor for now? We'll search the place we can get to. Yeah, sure. I try pulling on the elevator doors. It moves slightly if I pull my weight into it, but based on what I can see from the window, the elevator isn't on this floor. Yeah. Hoping me I want to fall. Is it still? It's a picture of a masked woman walking with a cane. Yeah, that's the third floor one. It's an object with an iron cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. Okay. Let's, I guess, go to the right again. We can touch this. Broken neck. Do I have anything? Credit card. Try to unlock the door with it. I wonder if we try going down, if we won't be able to. Okay. Let's try going down a floor. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman gazing at a man. Yeah, we're on the second floor now. A chandelier. It's dusty, spoiling its beauty. Elevator is... Lend me a hand. What? Are you serious? Fine, I guess I can try. 1, 2. We muster all our strength and try 2 or 3 times to force the door open. But sorry, it's too much. I'm not sure I'm strong enough. Unfortunately, we're unable to open it. Okay. Let's try going to the right again. Why is there a wired door? Oh, this one has no mirror. Doesn't look like there's anything new for me to click on. Oh, what's this? Feel. I try pulling on it, but it doesn't budge. I'll have to lift the bed a little more if I want to get it out. Glance over at Hero, but I don't think she'd be able to help me lift it. Maybe I should just search elsewhere for now. That's 2 things we are unable to do. So the second floor also has things. Sad. Guess we'll leave. I pressed the button repeatedly, but the elevator doesn't come. But if we leave. Is it? Go up. So second floor. Come on, open it. Fine. I wonder, let's see. Sometimes I get to do this in a certain order. We have to look at it first. Looks like a pretty cheap, but seems in decent enough shape. When I take a closer look at it, I spot a crack between the drawer and the top. The object flashing inside seems to be a lock stopper. If I stick something thin, there it is. Sometimes you have to actually like do that thing first. I might be able to break the clasp and open it. Now we can try to use. My mind made up, I take out the credit card. What are you doing with the credit card? I want to try something. I don't know if it'll work though. I slowly push the card into the locked gap between the drawer. It's a narrow fit, but I'm able to slide it in without any assistance. The stopper is directly ahead. So if I keep sliding the card, there's a tiny bit of resistance, then it abruptly unlocks. Nice work. Truly the pinnacle of monkey evolution. Is that really a compliment? In any case, I open the drawer to find... Ooh, Mask Guestbook 201 Mini Massager. A battery-operated massager, huh? Well, I'll leave its use up to your imagination. So, there are more guest books after all. Let's see, what does it say? Nope, I'll look through this one. I firmly take the guest book from Hero. Just learned that it's better to not let her see anything too shocking. Oh, come on, I want to read through it for future reference. Our investigation takes priority. I quickly flip through the pages looking for a clue similar to what we found earlier. It doesn't take me long to find it. It's the last entry in this guest book, just like the other one. Something's up. The fuzz hasn't come. Did KO really tattle? Mr. N is acting normally too. SA hasn't been to school recently. That's all I can make out. Sounds like the one we read earlier. This fully supports my earlier theory. Yeah, I guess so. There was definitely criminal activity going on here. Those vivid entries prove it. But why wasn't this reported? Good question. This entry makes it sound like she was being backed into a corner. Someone was plainly threatening to tattle, and it was someone who they knew. They wouldn't be this shaken otherwise. Supposedly this person reported it to the teach, and the entry says that in the end the fuzz, aka the police, never came. We can't come to any conclusions yet. All we can do is speculate. Something break? We both freeze for a moment, all is silent. Was there a noise from above just now? Yeah, someone might be above us. On the 3rd floor? No one was around when we were there earlier. Should we go see? I silently nod. And then... back up. And then back up. And then go up. The instant I step foot on the 3rd floor, I suddenly get a chill and stop in my tracks. Did you find something? No, nothing. Just as I'm replying to Hiro,
Sensei.
Sir, I hear a voice from behind me. I quickly turn around and shine my flashlight. But all that's there is the door to the emergency stairs that we just came from. There's no one there. What's wrong? Did you not hear that voice? Girl's metal door screeches like a scream, and... suddenly a girl in a solid red raincoat is standing in front of us. There she is. Wait, she's human. That ghost story was an utter lie? Hiro, shh. Be quiet. I can hear something. Huh? A slithering whisper of a voice sneaks up to me. It's the voice of the girl in the raincoat. I'm so happy. I knew it. I'm so glad I trusted you, sir. Sir? Hiro gives me an odd look from beside me at my muttering. Seems she can't hear the voice at all. I knew it. I knew you'd come. Yes, sir. Who is that woman? Echoey voices like ice. But strangely enough, I don't feel hatred in it, just sadness, regret, and a quiet plea. I'm going to make sure. Make sure of what? The logical side of me warns not to get pulled in. The raincoat flutters in the stagnant air. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Sir, do you come to a place like this very often? Oh, calm down. That's right, sir. I'm someone she respects. If I were someone she respects, how would I reply? Do you come to a place like this? I come with my wife. Someone she respects. Yes, of course. Hey, sir, could you tell me, please? Another teacher told me that I'm heartless and don't treasure my friends. But if something's wrong, then it's wrong. What am I supposed to do? Which is more important, friends or what's right? Oh, what's right? How about that? Ooh-wee. Tell me one more thing, please. When people are selling and buying bad things, then who's in the wrong? Selling and buying? I guess both. We survived.
嬉しい。
I'm so happy you're really him. All the immoral people died. I can just glimpse a twisted smile under the darkness of her hood. Who is this sir? More importantly, who in the world is this girl? Questions swirl around in my head. In that second of hesitation, the figure of the girl sways like a pendulum and disappears into the staircase. Hero's chasing them down. Hiro dashes madly after her. Hiro, don't go. I desperately call after her, but there's no reply. Her footsteps echo sharply up the stairs. Shit. I better follow her. Oh, we were actually gonna try to... go up a floor? I expected it, but sure enough, I'm back in the third floor hallway. There doesn't seem to be a way to go up to the higher floor in this hotel. Some mysterious power is at work here. But Hiro dashed off up the stairs from the third floor. Maybe she's still on this floor then. If it's impossible to get to the fourth floor, then Hiro could still be on this one. Okay, not in room 301. Let's try this room. Is there only 2 rooms per floor? I step inside the guest room. Something's not right in here. Ew. Are these spider webs? When I entered just a little while ago with you, there weren't at all. It's hard to believe, but the room is covered in spider webs now. I hear the bathroom door open. Yo? So this is where you were. Hey, Hiro? Are you listening to me? She's acting strangely. Concerned, I move closer when she suddenly starts taking off her clothes. Hey, 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 hey. Then she looks at me seductively from on top of the bed covers and spider webs. I was waiting for you. I've been waiting for you for so long. What are you doing? Every word from her lips drips honey. In contrast, my voice only gets shriller. This is not like her at all. Is this really the same Hiro? Kazuo. Hiro gracefully slides over the bed and beckons to me suggestively. What are you trying to say? You understand the situation we're in? What does that matter? You're here, I'm here. Isn't that enough? Is she being possessed? Her pale thighs glow on the bedsheet as she poses seductively. She almost looks like a spider preparing to strike at her prey. Oh my god, what's going on here? We're all alone. Don't look back, take a good look. The red raincoat flashes before my eyes. Could it be Hiro is acting like this because she continuing the questions from earlier? In that case, a clue would be... Remember, what did she say before? Go on, look. Oh, have some shame? Oh my god, what are we doing? How cute. Hiro suddenly starts coughing violently. It's hard to breathe. Please, my back. Pat her back? I don't want to take her bra off. The instant I touch her, her coughing stops. It feels good. But I know. Hiro suddenly lowers her voice. I tried hard during college and at work not to lose to men, but I'm all alone in the end. No one ever looks my way. I'm sure you're not interested in someone like me either, Kazuo. You're not interested in someone like me. I depend on you. I don't think either one of those other options were probably good. Yoda's shrill laugh pitches into madness. Hey, get it together. I shake her shoulders repeatedly, but she doesn't reply. Can't be, is she? Her personality has suddenly and dramatically shifted in this crazy laughter. Cold sweat drips down my neck. This is almost like... What's going on? Is someone in there? Damon, you came? Sorry I'm late. I rushed over as soon as the emergency patient was stable. Did something happen? I'm not sure, but... I quickly tell Damon what's going on. He swiftly examines the laughing Yudo and turns to me with his findings. No physical trauma, but her mind's confused. She needs to be hospitalized. We're on the 3rd floor. How do I get her out of here? I've learned a patient carry. We just need to get her on our backs. Come on, we need to hurry. If she's been poisoned, then time is everything. Right, I'll help. Are they gonna try to cover her up before they take her out, or are they just taking her out in the nude? It was a bizarre and horrible night. In the end, Hiro kept cackling as we carried her out of the hotel. We put her in an ambulance and Damon rode with her to the hospital. The siren blasts through the night. Exhaustion bears down on me and I find that I need to sit down. When I come back to my senses and look up, the rain has already stopped. The moment I get back to the mansion, I collapse on the sofa. Yeah? Fury rises up within me without an outlet. Why is this happening again? I'm sure I sealed Mary. So then why again? The image of Hiro already fixes in my mind. I have to do something. Her shrill laugh echoes in my ears. Oh, we're gonna sneeze again? Ah! Alright, let's save. Yeah, do some rest. Once I'm done looking things up, I should go to bed early. Mm-hmm. We'll investigate some more. Tomorrow. I hear the rumble of something heavy moving around as I'm half asleep. Is someone here? My brain is too sluggish for thought. I couldn't say how long I slept. I remember it being dawn, but a loud noise makes me spring upright. Young eyes are staring at me. I'm so sorry. I woke you up. Suzu, what are you doing here? The room was messy, so I thought I'd clean it up for you. Sorry I didn't ask permission first. It's not exactly what I meant. Oh, are you awake? Oh, it's Christy. Geez, are you a little too careless? Christy, you're here too? She shrugs and sighs dramatically, very nearly rolling her eyes at me. You left the front door unlocked. Were you out investigating until late? It's not good to sleep on the sofa. I guess I didn't have the energy to make it up to my bedroom last night. Was I that tired? Yeah, something like that. Take better care of yourself. Oh, do you want some coffee? No, I'm fine for now. More importantly, why are you here? Christy glances over at me and huffs. I'm dropping off reports from Mr. Detective. Mr. Detective. It must be research for Mashta's case. But who would have thought Christy would listen to a request from Mashta? That man is the worst. The attitude he had when asking for a favor. If I didn't owe you, I'd have flat out told him. No. Guess she didn't agree because she wanted to. I understand, but why is Suzu here? I told her about my visit and invited her. We exchanged numbers a while back. Yeah, she certainly surprised me, suddenly asking to be friends. It's the first time I've been friends with an adult. Christy whispers to me. I mean, I can't help but be worried. I have to make sure that creepy otaku isn't doing anything weird to her. They go after children sometimes. So that's why. She was worried because Ida's so forward. No more likely because Suzu is too innocent. But I'm a little relieved. Yeah, you didn't seem very well when I was here before, so I'm a bit worried. Thanks. Yes, it seems you're fine now. I wish Ida could have come with us, but he's working at the factory today. It sounds like Ida's started working seriously. It's never too late to start something. I hope he tries hard. So, moving on to the matter at hand. You've heard of the owner of the hotel went missing, right? I have connections with the copy editor of the article, so I asked her. And sure enough, her expression clouds over. The hotel and rumors of its illegal services were juicy news for the media. They even knew that there was a mediator organization managing it. The reporters looking into the flow of the cash actually got some concrete proof. This telling of the story is fascinating because Christy used to be in the media herself. Things recorded in the guest book we found may have been connected. But before we talk more about it... Suzu, sorry, but would you mind doing more cleaning? I've been putting it off for a long time, so the second floor is a great mess too. Oh, okay, I can do that. I'll buy your clean supplies then. Suzu skips up the stairs. Christy seems to immediately catch on. Not exactly a topic for kid ears, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No, it really is messy up there. Anyway, tell me more. Yes, so the media at the time should have been pursuing the heart of the matter, but it's like this case was hardly reported on. The media caught wind of the story, so the police should have been briefed on it as well. And yet what took place in Masquerade is shrouded in darkness. What's up, Boog Boog? Go take a shower. Go take a shower so you're not stinky. Yeah? You got more than enough time. Go take a shower. It seems something's behind all this. Behind? How do you mean? I don't know if this is true or not, but they had a whole list of all of the Masquerade customers. Famous politicians, businessmen were on it. And that reporter who got the proof up and went missing. A number of freelancers on the case also went missing, apparently. That's horrible. Those are the only words I can find to describe it. You're telling me. It's an outrage to silence those who are seeking the truth. It's bad, but it'd at least be a little better if it was the work of irregular humans. The work of regular humans. What do you mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. The truth is, I tell Christy about what happened yesterday, what we found in the hotel, and what happened to Hiro. The color drains from Christy's face until she's as white as a sheet. Suzu, we're leaving. With her sudden yell, Christy stands up and prepares to leave. What's wrong? No one told me. But no one said a single thing about spirits like that being involved. I'm sorry, but I can't do this. I'm never going to face a spirit again. And I'm not just thinking about me. I don't want Suzu going through that either. Thinking about it, it makes sense. No one has the right to drag Christy and Suzu into a case like this, especially me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you involved. The research you've done is enough, so don't concern yourself about it anymore. Christy looks at me in stunned surprise. No, I should be the one apologizing. I owe you. You did everything you could to save us. But Is something the matter? Suzu re-enters the room, head tilted in confusion. I just remembered something I have to do, so we need to leave. Sorry. You can keep cleaning next time, okay? Oh, okay, I understand. Suzu nods, though she looks suspicious. She's very perceptive. She has to have picked on the strained air between us. Well then, see you, Mr. Yashiki. Right, thanks for coming all this way. You were a great help. I'm very grateful. Krista quickly bows to me, her expression inscrutable. Excuse us. I'll come again sometime, okay? Suzu puts her hands together and bows politely. Then she whispers in my ear so Chrissy can't overhear. I'm so sorry, I caught a little bit of what you were talking about earlier. So I contacted Ida. I'm sure he'll be helpful. Oh. To be honest, I can't imagine Ida being very useful, but Suzu has good intentions, so I nod. Thanks, that helps. I do my best to smile as I see them off to the mansion. Need to get ready soon and head out. If I hit talk. Let's head to the masquerade now. Oh. Where'd I learn to swallow? We're dying over here. I didn't think it would go for 2 days straight, but it's sprinkling again tonight. Gotta set the mood for the investigation, huh? Mother Nature is just taunting me. As the time comes to get to the search started, 2 figures finally appear. Hey, right on time. Did you get any sleep? Damon looks exhausted, probably as a result of everything that happened last night. Howdy, it's my turn today. Do this, shall we? Banshee? I honestly never expected Banshee to come help, but he definitely has some spiritual powers. Yasuoka's judgment is on point. But more importantly, how is Hiro doing? She's stable. She's showing no adverse symptoms, but she hasn't regained consciousness and she's exhausted a lot of energy. Even being optimistic isn't good. At this rate, her life could be in danger. Is that so? I was prepared for bad news, but the situation sounds exceedingly dire laid out like that. The problem is we don't know the cause. We suspect poison, but without knowing what kind, there's nothing we can do. What's worse is we can't find a puncture wound for the injection point. You can't give her a serum? Isn't that normally what you give patients when there's poison? Damon looks exasperated, or rather frustrated, as he shakes his head. So just try random antitoxins. Sure, if you want to kill her, go ahead. Even if we could get our hands on that poison, it'd take time to create the serum. We'd be too late. So there's nothing we can do. We just had some kind of clue. Look up the hotel, bask in a sea of neon. There isn't much hope, but we cannot despair either. That's right. Just so you know. Tim looks over at me. There was no mark on Hiro's body. I see. Which means that the nightmare hasn't started again. I sigh in relief, the frozen chunk of fear in my chest melting away. I did some investigating on that myself, actually. I went to the warehouse last night. And what did you find? Nothing. Nothing had changed. That Paluonia box was still sealed. Is that right? Well, that's good. That's the first good news I've heard in a while. Come on, you two. How long are you going to stand around chit-chatting? Let's get going already. Right. Sorry for making you wait. This is everyone's for today, right? I hesitate for a second as Ida comes to mind. But this is all of us. Let's get started. Ah, good. Time to get a move on. He's so energetic that it's more worrying than reassuring. Why is Banshee this fired up? Just an FYI, old man, this place may be abandoned, but stealing is a crime. An ex-detective gave us the request, if you do anything illegal. How dare you? I don't go around stealing things. I'm helping out of the goodness of my heart. Anyway, who cares about that? Let's get to searching. Sounds like Damon hit the bullseye. Banshee rushes ahead into the hotel as if trying to get away. It's troublesome as ever. Well, he's at least reliable at times like these. By the way, Yoshiki, may I ask you to do something for me? No need to be so formal about it. If something were to happen to me, please move Hiro to another hospital at once. I've spoken to another doctor I know. Okay. Then if I start acting strangely, I'll leave myself in your hands, Damon. Yes, of course. And what will we do if we're both done in? Good question. Guess it'll be up to that grumpy detective. Right. Let's have him take care of it. Come on. We can't let that guy wander alone. In we go. Whoa, it's still all fancy in here. Banshee's cheerful voice hits us as soon as we step inside. Maybe I should make this my second home. What's this glass case over here? Talking to himself, he starts rummaging around. I already warned you once, old man. We're not here to play. I don't think Banshee's listening. As Banshee putters around by himself, he reminds me of what happened to Hiro yesterday. We should stick together as much as possible. It's dangerous to go alone. Yeah, you're right. Hey, old man, are you listening? I have ears. He hears us all right, but clearly won't listen. Good grief. So, Yoshiki, you searched up to the 3rd floor yesterday, which means we should look through the 4th floor and above today. Yeah, that's right, but is there a problem with that plan? When we went up to the stairs of the 4th floor, we just ended up back on the 3rd again. I tell them about the mysterious phenomenon we encountered yesterday. Are you sure you weren't just confused? I'm pretty sure that was real. Then we're in trouble, as there's no other way to get to the 4th floor. What are you talking about? There's a way right over there, easy. Banshee unexpectedly butts in. What do you mean? That thing right there, see? Well, do you bumpkins not know what an elevator is? Damon lets out an irritated groan. Old man, you know elevators need electricity to work, don't you? Do you think this hotel has any power? Is there any? Then all you have to do is make it, so that there is. There are devices that control electricity. I should know. I'm an expert. Oh, really? Is that so? Damon sighs. I think he's lost the will to argue. Guess I'll just have to find the devices myself then. He heads off, and after I told him not to, wanders away from the others. I just ask you to not to go off by yourself. Banshee, I'm begging you, stay. I don't get to finish my sentence. Spitting pain pierces my head and I fall to my knees. Yoshiki, what's wrong? My head. It suddenly... You get chronic migraines? Do you have any medicine on you? No, I don't think that's it. My head is just throbbing. A pulsing headache. If you don't have any medicine, then icing it is best. I'll go buy something from the vending machine. Sit here until I come back. Don't try to stand. You could fall over. I sink to the floor, unable to even reply. Before long, Damon returns with a cold bottle of water, but... Strangely enough, my headache completely vanished while he was gone. It's hard to believe that a pain that intense could disappear so easily, but it did. Damon doesn't seem particularly surprised when I tell him. No, it's not that odd. After all, we haven't clarified what caused the headache in the first place. I'm sure it's just exhaustion. You didn't sleep much yesterday, did you? That's true. We can't exactly say I got much rest. When you're under continuous stress, it's possible to get sudden headaches. Once you get home, you should take a bath or something and relax. I'll try that. All of that's common sense, but it carries weight coming from a doctor. By the way, Damon looks around puzzled. Where's old man Banshee? Huh? I whip my head around searching, but Banshee is nowhere to be found. Already, I give up. We'll find him soon. Let's hope so. I'm quite worried. But there's nothing we can do. We'll let him do what he wants. As long as it's a proper investigation, the detective should have no complaints. Yeah, let's go. Masquerade wife. Masked woman wearing a wedding gown. I think there was stuff I couldn't lift when we were with what's her face. Put my hand on the bed and lean my weight on it. Bum, 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 bum. Let's find the old man. Go to room 202. And then... Oh, yeah, we're trying to lift this bed. What do you think? Can you lift this? Yeah, I can at least hold it up. Make sure you don't hurt your back. 1, 2, 3. We both lift the bed up together. I've got it. We can put it down now. I worked up a sweat. We got contraceptive. Strange. It hasn't been found until now. So we found a contraceptive. I didn't mean to click. Let's see. Contraceptive for men. It was found unopened under a bed. Oh, they found a condom. You going now? Okay. Love you. Let's see. We're on the 3rd floor now. Uh, sometimes when you just want to like hit the thing. Mm. Hmm. Should we try to go up? Yeah, we're on the 3rd floor again. Let's search around on this floor. We'll go left. Oh, this is the gross room where she got all weird. Thin layer of dust. If I squint, claim portion looks like a hand. Nothing here. Maybe if we do it together. Try opening it while pushing from the other direction. Which direction is that? Or not involved with it opening or closing, so from the side. Try pulling on the frame again, and I'll try out my idea. I pull on it again as I'm told. Damon puts his hands on either side of the knob and leans his weight against the hinge. Then, the door, which had stubbornly refused to open, now abruptly pops open. Oh, it's actually opened. Just a little life wisdom. I live in an old traditional house, so I deal with my fair share of troublesome doors. Makes sense. You never know what's going on and it's going to come in handy. There might be something inside. After all, this guest room seems different. Yeah, we should be careful. Let's go in. Open the door into the bathroom. Perfumes? I check through all the bottles on the shelf. Find a tube that still has something left inside. Maybe toothpaste? I look at the label. Got Vaseline. White petroleum, huh? It used as lubricant and moisturizers. Might come in handy. I go inside and I flush the toilet. The toilet lets out a horrible coughing noise and spits up some black water. When I look up, I notice something stuck on the side of the tank. Found a worn-out talisman. Ooh! I got soul power. Hands. Step inside and I dig around in the bathtub. Immediately notice a large object that looks like a small log. What's this? I stare at it until I realize what it is. A wooden horse head. Damon seems shocked. It might be a little late to say this, but you really are impressive, Yashki. Look at all these handprints. There are dark red stains by the sink drain. It seems to be dried blood. Someone must have lost a lot of blood going by how much it is on the floor. What the hell is happening here? So we now have the head for this guy. I mean, I have the thing. Can I put the head on the wall? Hmm. Okay, let's inspect some more. We got our stretches out. Picture of a masked woman. Yes. Touch this. An object with an iron cover. I think that's kind of electrical device. Can I use the thing on it? Does it let me? Just go down a floor. Let's try opening the elevator. Feel it. It's impossible to open alone. Want to give it a try? Lend me a hand. Alright, I'll show you what I'm capable of now that I've gotten healthier. On my count, 1, 2. We muster all our strength and try it 2 or 3 times to force the door open. Then, there's the sound of something snapping and the door suddenly slide open. Did we break it? Maybe. It's probably still okay. But now we can search inside the elevator. Let's go on in. Manually opening the door with my hands and stepping in feels really weird. Damon consciously closes the door once he comes inside. Conscientiously. So, doesn't leaving an elevator door open concern you? Doesn't leaving an elevator door open concern you? True, I think it was just habit that I didn't think about it. Still. Are those spider webs on the ceiling? Yeah, it looks like it. An enclosed area such as this would be a good place to spin a web. Now then, where should we check first? Oh, wires? There are cables coming out of the hole in the top. Looks like a light used to be here but was taken down for whatever reason. There's a small keyhole above the operating. Peer into the keyhole. Oh, that's the elevator fire switch. If you stick the key in and turn it, it activates the elevator even in emergencies. Emergencies? What kind? I don't know. I don't really recall. I think it can make the elevator move without closing the doors. According to Damon, normal elevators stop moving if the doors are broken. But supposing you need to use it during an emergency, you'd need the key. Seems like a good time to use that. We did force the doors open after all. If we broke them while doing that, we might need to use the fire switch. Still, you're pretty well informed. I learned that during a disaster drill when I worked a large hospital. We were lectured to prepare us for anything that might happen. So that's why he knows so much. Do you have a key you can use? You should try it. I touched the keyhole. Seems like when it's turned, it will switch something. I have an emergency key ring. I find a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it into the on position. But I can't turn it. It doesn't seem lubricated enough. If I try to force it, it might break. I think that's the right key. But you might need to put some oil on it. I smear the Vaseline around the keyhole. It's nothing more than a replacement for oil, but it might help the key slide better. You know what? Can I try? I don't like that sound, yo. It lists room numbers from the first floor to the 6th. Touching it coats my fingers with dust. So the VIP room is the 6th floor. It's the only one with a different color. It's the elevator button panel. There are buttons for the 1st floor to the 5th. I push one of the buttons. As I thought, nothing happens. Wait, is it just me or is something off? It is indeed odd. The buttons only go up to the 5th floor. And yet, the floor guide says there's a 6th floor. That is quite concerning. Maybe you can only get to the 6th floor by using the stairs? I don't think so. It says the 6th floor has the deluxe suite. I've never heard of a VIP room that you can only get to using the stairs. That's a good point. They wouldn't make their guests of honor use the stairs. But then, what does this discrepancy mean? I said I remember how Banshee was fixated on the elevator, like he somehow knew all the secret all along. In the end, I just have to try to get it moving. Get what moving? This elevator, like what Banshee was saying. Damon stares at me, his face a mask of utter disbelief. You know Banshee has mysterious powers? Maybe we just need to bet on them. Though his idea has a huge hole in it. The problem is how we go about getting it to move. I don't have the slightest idea. I see now. I thought he was going to get irritated with me, but Damon thinks about something for a while. Then he slowly starts talking. Yashki, to be honest, I've been giving it a lot of thought since then. A lot of thought to what? Why we survived. Or more, why the spirits were vanquished. Considering the reason. Surprising to hear him talk about that. He speaks as if recounting something painful. The reason why? It's clear that nothing physical was about it. I get the feeling that they were vanquished for a more meaningful reason. Otherwise, that soldier would have crumbled just from one hit with a chisel. This leads me to one answer. The fights we experienced with the spirits weren't actual fights, more rituals with certain conventions. Rituals. Yes, just like religious ceremonies, rituals that are presented to the spirits. Rituals and reenactment of something obviously doesn't actually take place, but maybe going through the motions satisfies those on the other side. Then one's purpose is accomplished. In our case, the spirits were vanquished. Then the marks disappeared. It's all conceptual, but it's a convincing argument, especially for those with personal experience. For example, we vanquished Hanahiko with lipstick and a hand mirror, but we were essentially reenacting his memories of his mother. And if you define a ritual as a reenactment, then that'd mean our fights were rituals. I understand that, but does this require a ritual too? That was my point. We must fix the elevator, that much is clear, but perhaps we only need a ritual. In other words, we go through the motions. So he's saying we need to perform some kind of ritual to get the elevator moving. It's almost like playing house. This isn't playtime, rituals are serious. No adults would get excited over a groundbreaking ceremony. Oh, true. This is the work of a being caught up in some delusion like the spirits. A ritual might make something happen. The investigation was entrusted to you, therefore I leave the decision to you. Uh, I wonder what the ritual would be, yeah? Anyways, let's try the key now. There we go. Something clicks, but nothing happens. Seems like I'll need something else to get the elevator moving. I'll take the emergency key ring out of the keyhole. Okay, well, let's leave. There's no box here. We're on the second floor, just going down. This is interesting. Banshee is here. He's appreciating a painting on the wall and mumbling something. What's so interesting about that painting? What are you doing? You aren't planning on stealing that, are you? Even I can tell this painting ain't worth a dime. I was just giving it a good look-see. These paintings seem to have a specific order to view them. See you. I'm gonna go look somewhere else. And she disappears towards the stairs. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman walking with a cane. So that's old. So third floor is old lady. Oh, we actually got into it this time. I open the cover and peek inside. I don't know the actual name for it, but I find a device that looks like a circuit board. And of course it's broken. We'll have to fix this if we want to get elevator moving. Just like the old man said, it normally doesn't move without electricity. Of course, we don't have to actually fix it. So long as we get it moving. We'll only have to be performing a repairing ritual. That's all we can do. By the way, Yashki. Damon's face pales further as he groans. This stuff's hanging everywhere. I think it's human hair. Sweat drips down my back. Certainly does look that way. We can only ignore it for now. Good idea. Trying to put it from my mind, I reach out to the circuit board. Just then I notice something weird. It's that noise. When I hold my head close to the circuit board, I hear a faint buzzing. It's coming from the circuit board. Something might be vibrating inside. That's often the case with electrical devices. You're right, it's vibrating. Touching the case with my fingers, I can feel the vibrations. He was right, the board is vibrating. So that must be why. Damon nods to himself. There aren't any spider webs here. What do you mean? Nothing. I'd expected this place to be covered with spider webs like the elevator. It was strange to see it wasn't. It's probably because of this noise. Spiders hate small vibrations like this. I've heard that's why they don't spin webs by motors or things like that. Huh. It's not really relevant. Now, what should we do about this? I feel it. I try pressing the switches, but it's broken, so I can't get it to stay. Had something like a rubber band. I might be able to keep it in place. A rubber band? A condom is rubber. Still rubber. If it stretches it should work like a rubber band. I stretch the contraceptive with both hands and hook it to the switch. It takes more strength than I expect. I manage to connect the ends and fix the switch in place. You're pretty imaginative. I use the contraceptive to repair the circuit breaker. You said you wanted a rubber, so we used a rubber. Okay, so to get back onto the elevator, we have to go to the next floor. Can I? Yeah, we gotta go back down. Back up. Go down. And then forward. And now we use the key. The key. I find a small key. It's the word fire. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it into the on position. Something clicks, but nothing happens. Seems like I'll need something else to get the elevator moving. What do you mean? I got a spoon. Oh no, man. Mini massager. Nothing. Okay. Here. As I thought, nothing happens. Has buttons for the first and fifth floor. Feels it doesn't seem to be broken. Try a spoon again? Let me go up a floor. Feel it. Special room up there. Do I have to do the paintings in the right order? Probably. Fire switch. Gonna use the emergency key. Touch the keyhole. We get Vaseline on our fingers. There's cables. Looks like it's all it used to be here. Now there's no light. Should we go down to the first floor? Go forward. Go down. There's also a box here. It's a damaged circuit breaker. Okay, feel it. Try moving the switch. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Take a look at it. The copper bar is broken. That's the only place that's obviously damaged. What about my spoon goes here? Metal conducts electricity, right? Yeah. I see. So electricity will be able to pass through that. Yeah, I'm not sure it'll actually work though. Might be enough for what we're trying to accomplish, right? I force the spoon behind the copper bar, and it sticks in place rather nicely. I use the spoon to repair the circuit breaker. Okay. I want to look at these paintings. So first floor painting is a masquerade wife, but they're wearing a wedding gown. I want to write this down. So first floor is wedding gown. And then second floor is, I think, cane, right? Because if Banshee says it's important, we should probably write that down so we can get them in the right order. And this one is with the cane. Oh no, man, gazing at man. And then the third one is woman with cane. Why am I writing with pink? When there's pink flowers here. There we go. Much better. Use the blue. Okay. We're back at the second floor. Let's go back into the elevator. Let's see if we can get this working. Push the buttons. There are buttons. Push. Okay. Do this. Let's do the key ring again. We're moving! Elevator automatically moves to the first floor. Damon groans as he wipes sweat off his face. Can't believe it. It actually moved. Wait a second. You're the one who suggested we do a ritual. I suppose so. Still, I'm shocked. But now, finally. Yeah, we might be able to go above the third floor. Exactly. I wonder what we'll find. Fourth floor. The elevator has stopped on the fourth floor. Looks like we managed to make it up here. Let's go. The gloomy hallway stretches out ahead of us. Doesn't look all that different from the floors. It's her. A red raincoat appears in the darkness. My grip on the flashlight becomes sweaty. That's... Damon takes a step back. Sir, other people are unnecessary. You're the only one I wanted to see, sir. I don't like gross or scary things. She's calling me sir again. She seems like she'll listen to what I have to say. I should try asking her something this time. Anything really, I just need a clue. Anything that can help me save Hero, who's suffering in pain at this very moment. Okay. Mind made up, I take a deep breath, but... Damon stumbles over something and falls. Are you okay? Sorry, nothing's wrong. Huh? Damon falls silent as he tries to stand. I look over at him and immediately see it. The thing Damon stumbled over is... Is that Banshee? Damon instinctively scrambles back. What is that? Something that looks like a giant cocoon is sticking to the floor. You can see a scarf and hat entangled in the glittering thread. They look familiar. No, it can't be. Banshee? Old man, you're kidding. Banshee, can you hear me? Please say something. I hear a muffled voice from the cocoon. He's alive. Oh, spiders. I quickly move to shoo them away, but I see a red figure out of the corner of my eye. Whoa, she's got closer. Oh, Damon's so panicked he's unintelligible, but I know what he's trying to say. Escaping to the elevator is our only choice. Go, go, go. Together we rip Banshee up off the floor. Carrying him like a log, we stumble to the elevator. We fall into the elevator and I repeatedly slam the button for the first floor. Banshee. Banshee, can you hear me? Hey, say something. Damon tries to give Banshee medical treatment. Damn it, he's no longer responding. His body's going rigid. As Damon focuses on helping Banshee, I see something black squirming by his shoulder. Damon. Oh, no, 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 no. I blink, and suddenly the entire elevator is filled with wriggling shadows. They come in one after another. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I want to burn the place down. Burn the place down. Let's just yell. Scare him with you screaming. The spiders visibly stop moving for a moment. Oh, really? Oh, they don't like vibrations. They don't like vibrations. They're still coming. We need something stronger. Can we use something with vibrations? Ow, 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 ow. We can use the mini massager. I take the massager out of my bag, press it against the wall, and turn it on. A growling vibration runs through the walls. The spiders suddenly start acting strangely. Yes, we were able to use the mini massager. The vibrations. The creatures vanish instantly as if they'd only been a mirage. What's going on? I was desperate, but I can't believe that thing had a big enough vibration to scare them. As I'm puzzling out why, something slams into the elevator door hard. Hurry up and get the elevator going. Right, I need to hit a button. But then I realize I already pushed the button a ton of times. I press the button for the first floor again. It only clicks. This metal box is straining us. Why isn't it moving? Whoa. Oh, it's her. Hurry, hurry. It's obvious who she is. Move, move, move. I pray silently as I jam the button. Then... we stumble out of the elevator without checking to see where we're stopped. We're in the first floor lobby. Did we escape? Yeah. For whatever reason, the elevator decided to move at the very last second. I doubt my praying actually worked, but I'm not sure what happened, but I think we're safe. I breathe a sigh of relief, and a figure appears in the gloom. Why are you guys in there? Ada? You're both covered in sweat. Did something happen? Of course something happened. Wait, Ida, did you call the elevator down here? Yeah, I mean, it looked like it worked, so did I do something wrong? Ida holds himself back timidly. It sounds like he thinks I'm mad at him. Diamond silently steps up to him and suddenly gives him a hug. Thank you, Ida. Well done. If you hadn't been here, we would have. True. You couldn't ask for better timing. Can't be more grateful that Suzu contacted Ida. What's most important right now? Oh, that's right. He needs emergency treatment. Come, help me with him, Ida. Okay. Completely clueless, Ida helps us drag the white lump out of the elevator. Oh, what is this creepy thing? I hesitate for a moment before I reply. He should know. Banshee. It's Banshee. The old man from the underground shelter. What? Idiot. Don't drop him. I don't go back to Kujo Mansion until almost midnight. My exhausted body groans in pain as I collapse onto the sofa. My head feels heavy, like it's in a fog. To top it off, there are worse things than yesterday. Banshee was sent to Damon's hospital and immediately admitted. He's no longer conscious. And untrained eyes would say he's just sleeping, but he's actually fallen into a deep coma. His condition is very serious. To be honest, I wanted to go along and do something to help, but Damon chased me out of the hospital. He said I'm overworked and sleep deprived. I had to stay behind at least. Not that he's replacing me, but it's good he's there. I'm frustrated with myself for thinking he'd be useless. Once everything is over, I definitely need to thank Suzu. First Hiro, and now Banshee. At this rate, even if I keep investigating, if I don't find any clues, Thinking about it makes my stomach hurt. Those two might never recover. Not just assuming their condition stabilizes. If they get worse, something even more terrible could happen. I put my head in my hands and sigh. The red raincoat flashes in the darkness. What should I do? How do I have to keep investigating tomorrow. Once I finish looking through these documents, I should head straight to bed. And then let's do a save at this point. Let's see. These aren't even sour. Mm-mm. We woke up in pain. I meant to go to Damon's hospital to see Hiro and Banshee while it was light out. Spots flash before my eyes. I can't even sit up. I pull the sheets up and wait for it to pass. I'm only just able to move by the time the sun is setting. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Sounds like rain again. Great. I press my fingers to my temple to check. The whirlwind of pain has once again disappeared without a trace. Ooh, we slept through the day. Or not really sleeping if we're in that much pain. Mashta calls as I'm making coffee in the kitchen. He says he'll come along for tonight's investigation. He must have finally wrapped up his other cases. He mentioned that he dropped by the hospital in between cases to see Hiro and Banshee. Seems they went berserk when they awoke and are now restrained. They refuse to eat. Relying on IVs won't work forever. I didn't expect the report to be good, but this is a critical point in the case. Before he hangs up, Masha utters a warning. And this is the 11th hour. Masha doesn't offer a reply. The red lights outside the rain-soaked window are hazy like a wilting flower. It's time to head out. I don't think these ones are as good as the other ones. I think it's because it got a couple flavors I don't like. One of them is watermelon. Do you think it's the green ones that are the watermelon? I really don't like a watermelon flavor. I passed down the familiar road to the hotel. You're late. What are you doing? A man in a trench coat cuts an imposing figure on the wet street corner glittering in the lights. You know damn well time is of the essence now. Damon's prepared for the worst too. He's making arrangements to transfer them. Transfer them? Oh, they must be in pretty bad condition then. And I didn't mention this over the phone, but I met someone at Damon's hospital. Man, I ran into Shao. What was he doing there? Some of his gang hangs out here. Guess we're a hot topic with them. I've seen people in and out of the hotel. Nagashima heard about it and figured they were talking about you. Contacted the fortune teller and well... So now Shao knows about the case too. Why didn't she just keep quiet? That old lady hands out business cards to everyone and anyone. It's a real pain. So did you talk to Xiao? Why would I? He cornered me asking me for info on the case, but I drove him off. Suddenly feel uneasy. You didn't say anything unnecessary, did you? Of course not. I just said to stay out of the grown-up matters. For just a moment, my vision tunnels and a blood vessel in my head throbs. Something wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm sure he doesn't want Xiao involved either, but he really should have considered his words more carefully. I hear footsteps coming up to us. It's Xiao. It can't be. Xiao? I raise my head with a sudden sense of dread. But it's only Mo. Oh, it's Mo! Thank goodness you're here after all. Good thing I came straight here. I got the results you asked me for. I look at her blankly for a moment, but then I remembered I asked her to use her connections to investigate the rumors. Right, thanks. There's no time. Give us the short version. Oh, okay. Then I'll only cover the really important parts. I heard something amazing from someone who was there at the time. What, like a hotel employee? No, not like that. Geez, when I say someone who was there, I obviously mean one of the high school girls who was up to no good. You talked to one? This is legit, right? Even Mosh to his interest. This is legit, right? Only the people who use Masquerade really know what happened there. Hearing from someone involved is best. Yeah, her name's Aiko. The editorial department helped me track her down. She went to a nearby high school and did this part-time job apparently, and that's what really important is what Aiko said about her classmate Esko. Mo pulls a voice recorder from her bag and hits the play button. Yeah, and a friend introduced me to a part-time job. It was whimsical. I mean, I just did it on a whim. So, we're supposed to meet at that hotel Masquerade, and there's a system there where someone introduces us to customers. You get a lot of money from it, so everyone was dying to get hired. But one day there was like an incident. Someone at school found out about the job. Some goody two-shoes class rep, Esko, said she was going to tell her teacher, Nomura. Everyone freaked out and apologized to her, saying they'd stop. She wouldn't listen. If our parents found out, it'd be the worst thing ever. We begged, but she didn't budge. In the end, she left class saying she was going to go to the police with Nomura. We were totally freaking out, so I went to the hotel that night. I mean, at that point, there was no harm in going, you know. But then she was there. Esko was standing in front of the Masquerade in the drizzling rain, in a red raincoat. She said she was going to the police, so who knows why she was at the hotel. But it made us all jumpy and on edge every day after that, except nothing ever happened. Soon after that, Masquerade shut down. I guess they uncovered something. The job. Yeah, I completely quit after that. Ooh. That's Aiko's testimony. Just the important parts, though. Mo got a fascinating first-hand account. The rumor of a Red Riding Hood and what was written in the guest book where he found in the hotel. All the pieces are in that girl's confession. So what happened? Ended up happening to Esko. Oh, I don't know exactly, but apparently she stopped coming to school. According to Aiko, she just suddenly stopped showing up. Mosh just snorts. That's too perfect. She was probably just being overly dramatic. Especially in that part about the red raincoat. Most people use an umbrella when it's raining. That's true. Mosh is right. It's possible that the raincoat was a sign for whoever she was waiting for, but hardly anyone comes down the street if it doesn't really fit. Is that all you have to tell us? Then hurry up and go home. So I really can't come with you? I worked really hard, you know. Apparently Mo really wants to come along. I do feel bad. She worked and got us that info, so just so she can investigate with us. But sorry, but you shouldn't be here. There have already been 2 victims. We can't get you wrapped up in this too. Oh, okay, I understand. Nods. I guess you're already over it. You better tell me all about it later and be careful. She sounds worried about me. She disappears around the street corner. A siren echoes on the wind, and a natural howl in the distance. I look up at the masquerade looming before us. What in the hell happened inside that hunk of concrete? There's always a tragic cause of the birth of a spirit. Red Riding Hood must be the same. But I can't watch my friends die. I slowly step forward, trying to escape from the unease that's threatening to engulf me. It's not right for the dead to meddle with the living. Masha mutters besides me. Is that a personal creed? Nah, just what I think. Masha clicks his tongue. Okay, are we gonna try to go to the 4th floor now? Oh, as I step into the lobby, Masha stops in front of me. What's wrong? What a fantastic job you've done here. What are you talking about? Look. What? The lobby looked completely different. The room is covered in white. No, it wasn't like this yesterday. So. These are webs? Masha touches one of the floating threads. Looks like she's up the ante. Bring it. Time to make our appointment with our lady friend. Just then, the groan of the elevator moving echoes. Did the elevator just come back to the 1st floor? That'd mean someone's already here. Did you see which floor it came from? No, I wasn't looking. Oh, I feel like it took a while between when I heard the noise and its arrival. I'm betting it's one of the upper floors. Maybe the 4th or 5th. Yesterday we got to the elevator working and managed to get to the 4th floor. Because of what happened to Banshee, we weren't able to investigate any higher. Okay, let's start on the 4th floor. Ew, so gross. I don't like this one. Why does this game have to end with spiders? Okay. Investigate this painting. This one on the 4th floor is a picture of a masked girl running down a trail. Let's see. A large air conditioning unit attached to the ceiling. It's stained, but would likely work with electricity. I pull open the drawer and find a notebook. What's that? Guest book provided by the hotel. Guests write about their experience in it. I glance through the pages. This guest book entries are clearly different from all the other ones. It covers a number of horrifying topics such as devil worship and different kinds of torture. Every page is crammed with stuff like that. It's impossible to tell which ones are delusions and which ones are actually took place. The only thing I can say for sure is that it's surging with a twisted, single-minded appetite. I silently hand over the guest book. Masha skims through it, then smirks. Huh, that's quite the hobby. The handwriting differs by page. This was written by several guests. I find that hard to believe. I sincerely doubt there are so many people in the world who have such a unique hobby. They're like moths drawn to a flame. You wouldn't even know to look at them. The pieces are finally coming together. It seems this hotel offered a special service for its perverted guests. You mean the kind of stuff written in that guest book? Yeah, the kids working that part-time job are probably part of it too. Guaranteed their safety and complete confidentiality, of course. After all, the one who sold his soul was probably most nervous about that. Still, these people have quite the imagination. Masha mutters sarcastically as he casually leaves through the pages. Then he stops. Hey, this phrase, do you know what it means? The phrase Masha pointing to is Joragumo's punishment. Joragumo? It's a spider monster from Japanese folklore that can shapeshift into a beautiful woman. I see, you do know about that. Thanks so much for the info dump. I ignore the hint of sarcasm in his voice and read the rest of the page. Joragumo's punishment is a recreation of a certain urban legend. You capture the largest spider you can find, a wild one would be best. Sharpen the sacrifice's senses with drugs, and use a mouth speculum to keep their mouth open. Then throw the spider into their mouth. If they manage to swallow it, they're innocent. If they don't, or the spider escapes, they're guilty. It's a witch trial meant to judge truth from lie. If I get a sacrifice that needs punishing, I'd like to try it out immediately. Can't be that. It can't be that's what's written here was actually... Did someone actually do this? Who knows? Hey, calm down. Take a deep breath. Yeah, it's okay. I'm calm. I doubt Masha believes me. It's obvious that I'm totally rattled. Don't forget, Yashiki. We can't die here. Of course I know that. I try to keep my reply as steady as possible, but my hands keep shaking as I put the guest book in my bag. I pick the mask up and find a talisman on the wall underneath it. Got soul power. She was there. Back behind the wire door, there's a folding table and a chair stored away. They're too big to carry around. I open the door to the bathroom. Some kind of slime is stuck to the mirror, so my reflection is hard to see. I turn it upside down and shake it. A wad of paper falls out. Found a worn-out talisman. Ooh. There are brand new spider webs. Was this web built last night? Now even perfectly normal spider webs are starting to look eerie. Let's go to the room to the south. I go right. I hear a faint laugh. I don't hear anything more coming from it. It feels like the mask is staring at me. I take it down to examine it, but it's just a mask. It feels like it's staring at me, though. Open the door to the bathroom. I really don't want to do this, but I still need to check it out. Shut my eyes and stick my finger down the drain. I touch something hard. Something cylindrical is stuck down there. Sadly, my fingers don't seem to be able to reach it. Something in there. It's often a prime location to hide incriminating objects. It's likely an important piece of evidence. We should get it. Wooden horse head. I don't know. Doesn't look like we can get that yet. But it seems like it wouldn't be important. There's a dark red water in the bathtub. My nose rebels at the stench of iron. Well, sadly... there is something in there, but I don't think any of these are gonna help. Do you think we'll find gum? Let's go up a floor. Bum, ba, bum. Oh, let's see. What is the fifth floor's painting? A masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked wife holding hands with a child. Okay. Oh, let's open this one. There's nothing broken at first glance. I didn't mean to double click it. We'll go down. 502 is locked, okay? Let's go to the room to the north then, to 501. Hey, shine the light inside. Body is finally turned up. Let's check it out. Right. What's in here? I open the lid of the coffin. Find a book among the junk inside. Monster Encyclopedia. It's a book about different monsters from around Japan and their associated legends. Mashta flips through the book. Ah, so the spider monster originally killed people by drowning them in water. Yeah, that sounds right. I remember reading a legend like that in one of the books piled on my desk at Cujo Mansion. It usually targets woodcutters or hunters, but they're always saved at the last minute. Every region has a story like that. Saved how? They use a tree stump. The spider takes it instead. Then the protagonist escapes. Huh, I don't get it at all. There's no point in complaining about folklore. In any case, this will make for a good reference. Take it with you. Go into the bathroom first. We'll figure out that person and what they want. I open the lid of the trash can and look inside. There's a large clump of hair inside as well as some paper waste. Resisting the urge to scream, I securely closed the lid and checked the trash can back where it was. I opened the door and rummaged around inside. Got a bent hanger. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Oh. There's a skeleton left hanging on the restraints. When I touch it, something flakes off. It looks like traces of dried skin. The corpse is almost a complete skeleton. Small stature, but based on the thickness of the bones, it's likely an adult male. Considering how dried out it is, I'd say it's been here for at least a year. The problem is the cause of death. Masha meticulously searches the corpse, then finally shakes his head. I just can't tell. Was he strangled by spider webs? Quit joking around. A joke? It'd be great if that was all it was. Still, the skeleton. He must have been in pain when he died. His face is all twisted. If it was an adult male, then he was likely a guest here. No matter how hard I try to sympathize, I just can't. Hey, look at this. Masha suddenly tosses something at me. Found it earlier. It belonged to this guy. Still has some fuel left. Keep it on in your bag or something. Ooh, a cheap lighter. We'll look at you. Looks fake at first glance. Masa says it's the corpse of an adult male. When I touch it, something flakes off. Can we burn him? Heck, I won't burn him. Should we try the south room now? With the bent hanger? Oh, not an elevator. Oh, sorry. I wanted to go south, so I pressed down, but we gotta go right. that's that one. So if I do this one, it's this room here. Tool, bed hanger. Let me in. Oh, maybe I have to look at it first. It's a locked door. The keyhole doesn't look rusted over. I could open it if I had the key. Emergency key ring. But none of them seem to work. Okay. Now bed hanger. Let me into the door. Credit card? Okay. Maybe we'll go back to... Oh. We'll go back to the 4th floor. And maybe the hanger can get the thing out of the sinky. Because we got the sinky though. Was the sink north? Which room was it? The room on the right or room on the left? Bent hanger. You know what? An idea hits me and I take out the bent hanger. Should be able to bend this into shape. I bend it into one straight wire so it can fit down the drain. I stick it into in the pipe and move it up and down. I hear the sound of dirty water being dislodged and hit something hard. Ooh, we got the green key. There's a key in the sink? On the key is a tag that says Deluxe Suite. That'll come in handy. Good thing it wasn't washed down the drain. Yeah. There are sticky white threads wrapped around this key too. Seems like they stopped it from falling all the way down the pipe. Ew. Okay, so back to up the floor, and we are going to go into the room to south. A room on the right. This room. There's a broken horse. I go to lift up the wooden horse. When I do, I notice something catch the light. Pick it up and I discover it's a metal tool. It's a mouth speculum. It's usually used for medical purposes. But some maniacs use them for other things. Huh? Just as I'm replying to Majda, a white light flashes before my eyes and I black out. Uh-oh. I hear someone sobbing. My eyes should be open, but everything is pitch black. I shake my head desperately and try to look around. A horrible image flows in my mind. What is this? The young girl is blindfolded and restrained. Her mouth is being forced open with that tool. Her breathing is ragged. She must have been given a drug of some kind. Let us commence the judgment. A man speaks theatrically behind me. The court has decided to give the accused a fair trial and will judge her crimes. The trial will now begin. I shall put the spider in the accused's mouth, and if it crawls out, she is guilty. And if she can swallow it, she is innocent. Upon hearing that, the girl starts jerking around frantically, her movements haphazard. Help, sir, help. She desperately cries for help. Her words are garbled from fear or the drugs. I hear men jeering. Then a man releases a giant spider into the girl's mouth. Ew. It's so gross. Get a hold of yourself. Yashiki, can you see me? The spider, get it, get it, get it. Idiot, calm down. Did he just slap me? With a slug to the jaw, I finally returned to my senses. That's right, I'm in the room at the masquerade. Then the vision I just saw. What did I just see? I went somewhere. You haven't gone anywhere. I just fell on the floor and started writhing. I feel like I've woken up from a long dream. I can't believe that was a hallucination. Finally calm down. Yeah, I'm fine now. I wipe sweat off my forehead and swallow. The girl who was restrained, was that Esco? If it is, then was she unable to go to the police because she was caught by the people here? I open the lid of the coffin. I find a book among the junk inside. It's a demon encyclopedia. The book has pictures of various demons and demonic crests and lists their characteristics. I guess the guests here were interested in stuff like that. Nothing else in here. Bathroom? The tub is covered in dents and scratches, too many for it to be natural wear. Going by the appearance of the room, horrible things probably happen here too. I checked through all the bottles on the shelf. Got bath salts, insect repelling cream. God, this is gonna be so gross. Why did that look like I saw a flash of... nothing else in here. Ooh-wee. Okay, so let's head back. I hear footsteps as I step into the hallway. I turn in the direction of the noise to see... Xiao? Xiao is standing there. Masha said he ran into him at the hospital, but can't believe he came. Xiao, what's the matter? I take a step towards him, but Masha stops me. Wait, something that's not right. I look closely at Xiao's face. No, it couldn't be. His face is unnaturally stiff. Suddenly, he begins yelling angrily. I was looking for you this whole time. I'm going to kill you! He raises a metal bat he was hiding and moves to him to attack. Get back, Yashiki. Masha yells, urging me to escape, but we're in a hallway with closed walls. What should I do? Oh, no. Oh my god. What's our choices? Let's run to the left. Left. Quickly dodge to the left. You're not getting away. Xiao's bat alters course in a flash and hits straight for me. Ow. But the tip of the bat hits the wall and narrowly misses me. Oh, yay. Oh, no. Okay, what now? He straightens only to swing his bat again. Shit. I have my hands full with just trying to get away. There's no way I'll be able to restrain him. But if Xiao's like Hiro and is infected with the same mysterious poison, we have to restrain him or his life's in danger. Can't do this alone. What should I do? Die. Xiao's deranged eyes burn a hole in me. Oh. Draw his attention. You said you couldn't get close. My chances are thin no matter what I do, then my only choice is to draw his attention. Xiao hesitates for a moment, confused. But a second later... You dumb idiot, you don't know when to give up, old man. The metal bat flashes above his head. Then... You're the idiot. Masha suddenly appears next to him and throws a direct punch at his face. Seriously, you just punched the kid in the face? survived. Shao tumbles to the ground. As he falls, his bat flies through the air. Unluckily for me, it collides into the side of my head and I collapse with a pitiful yelp. Dumbass. Cursing, Mashta quickly grabs Shao's arm and completely restrains him. As Masha puts his weight on him, Shao groans painfully. Finally, he faints. Yashki, you okay? Yeah, it just grazed me. I sit up and gently shake my head back and forth. Thankfully, everything seems fine. And give me a hand. We need to carry him out of here. He's probably like the others now. We'd better hurry. To think Shao would end up as the third victim. I managed to make myself stand, but my spirits have dropped down to my feet. Still sprinkling outside. We drag Shao to the hotel. Finally, we have a chance to catch our breaths. We'll call off the investigation for today. Banshee and Hero flash before my eyes, but Shao's safety should come first. Let's go ahead and bring him to the hospital. I'll go get the car. Good idea. Yours is better for moving sick people around. I take out the car keys and stand up, but just as I do, a piercing pain runs through the side of my head and I fall back to my knees. Yashki. Just a headache. I thought I had gone away, so why? Got hit right where it hurts, huh? And just rest there. But Shao. You're injured too, so take it easy. I'll get Nagashima in my car. You wait here until I get back, got it? I'll come straight back after I drop him off. Sorry, Shao's in your hands now. Masha collects Shao and disappears. The soft pitter-patter of rain permeates the area. The sound of the rain seems to make this place even quieter somehow. Then I notice something. The noises aren't the only thing that's vanished. The pain is gone. The intense headache has faded like it never was. It's happened to me twice before. Hold on. Now I'm suspicious. I think back on the times when I had a headache. The first is when I was inside Masquerade with Damon and Banshee. Back then I'm pretty sure I wanted to keep everyone together. But then I had a headache and Banshee up and disappeared. My next headache came the following morning. I was trying to see Hiro and Banshee, but in the end I was unable to. Then, just now, I was going to the hospital with Shao and Mashta. I gazed at the entrance to the Masquerade. You're the only one I want to see, sir. That's what Red Riding Hood said. I get it. You. I stare at the hotels if I can see through the doors. Feel like I can see a red figure inside. On one rainy night, a girl stood there wearing a red raincoat. You're still waiting even now for the one you respect so much. That headache always attacked when I was trying to stick with other people. If I stop trying and stay by myself like I am now, then it will vanish like it was never there. I get it. Hiro, Banshee, now Shao. I've got my friends all caught up in this. That's right. It's all my fault again. I'll come alone. Do what you will. I go back inside the Masquerade.
Sensei.
Sir? The voice calls from the darkness as if it was waiting for me. Ooh. What are you telling me to do? You see the red thread of fate, right? The top floor in the rooms of masks. The top floor? The 6th floor was listed on the guide, but it was impossible to reach. I'll be waiting. Red Riding Hood's figure melts silently into the elevator. As she does, the elevator's floor display begins blinking on and off erratically. Combination. You know it, don't you, sir? Is it the, The paintings. Her voice reverberates through the elevator. Ooh, so she's telling me to go to her. This combination, what in the world could it be? Okay, let's save here. Okay, so we have our notes here. So, a woman in a wedding gown, a woman gazing at a man, old woman with a cane, girl on a trail, and then a wife with a child. So I would say girl on a trail is probably first. So fourth floor. Girl on a trail is probably first. And then wife with child, too soon. So a woman gazing at a man is probably next. And then the wedding gown. And then a wife with a child. And then an old woman with a cane. I think, yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Should we try to get bad ending first or good ending first? What do you think? We're about to do this. Okay. Spirit vanishes into the elevator. I must be able to use the elevator to get to the top floor then. And the floor display begins to blink on and off erratically. Is that some kind of hint? And the word she used, combination. Stare at the elevator buttons. Maybe I'm supposed to push the buttons in a certain combination. Yes, like Banshee said, the paintings go in a certain order. Okay? If I press the floor buttons in a certain order, I might be able to get to the 6th floor. Yes. What's the order? Got no idea. Yes, you do. It's the paintings. There has to be been a clue somewhere in the masquerade. We know it. Try the combination. So 4, 2, 1, 5, 3. We're doing it. The elevator door opens and a musty stench greets me. That's not all. The smell is blood.
Sensei.
Sir. Red Riding Hood's voice drifts in the wind. Been waiting for you. No, I doubt my words will reach her. But I feel like I have to at least try to say it. I'm not the one you respect. I'm not the one you're waiting for. Liar. You always lie. I'm not lying. I'm really not. A scream splits the night. It's the same one I heard dumping the spider during the spider torture. No, 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 no. So... this won't accomplish anything. That's why this time, I'm gonna test you.
教えて。
Tell me the truth. The truth? Oh, she's a spider. Countless spiders fly out of the darkness and start crawling all over my body. The swarm of spiders keeps coming. Oh, the massager. The vibrations. I take the massager out of my bag, hold it against my body, and hit the switch. This worked before. The spiders start acting strangely. They all scramble away. Yes! What's next? What's next? Glittering white threads fly through the air from her mouth. She's trying to use her spider silk. Horse... bath salt? Horse head? I mean, why? I hold the horse head over mine as protection. Strangely enough, the threads seem drawn to it and only wrap around the horse head. That is strange. Okay. I didn't think bath salts would work against spider webs. And a wave and a jacket around seems... Oh. I mean, that probably would be my second op. First op? I don't know. Who's in the wrong? I only did what was right. Villains go to hell. Divine punishment will come. It's for the lot at this time? Sarah, come with me. Only thing that matters is your life. How do you know a person's worth? Everyone has a family. Life isn't that cheap. How do you know a person's worth? Shut up, shut up, shut up! Red Riding Hood screams again. Then her maddening eyes glare at me. Sir, how do I look to you? How do you look? You're like a little sister me. We met too late. What? I don't know you. What do you like about me? Righteousness? I mean, she's constantly talking about guilty and not guilty. The good and the bad. Right? Thank you, sir. Let's... Red Riding Hood's figure wavers then. Did I get good or normal ending? Smashes through the window and off into the night. Did she just jump? The bustling city can be heard out the window. I wipe my sweaty brow with my shirt sleeve. Something touches my cheek. Something floating in the darkness. A thread. As I follow it with my eyes, I realize that it's wrapped around my wrist. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something yanks me towards the window. I brace my legs and I try to resist, but all in vain. I'm thrown out into the night sky. What? I scream as I plummet. No, I should be rushing towards the ground. Just as I give up all hope... Mashta? A strong jolt makes me look up. A man struggles to hold onto my arm, his teeth gritting with effort. Ah, stupid idiot. Mashta? Shut up and give me your other arm. Hurry up, grab onto me. Right. He desperately tries to pull me up, and after what feels like an eternity of struggling, I make it over the ledge and tumble back to safety inside the hotel. The only sound that can be heard is our gasp for breath as we sit in darkness. Why did you ignore my orders? Masha spits words out between wheezes. Sorry. This isn't the time to be making excuses. I might be better off shutting up. Idiot. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Is she gone? I think so. The window. I'm still trembling as I point to the broken window. She threw herself out of it. She might have been trying to take me with her. No, not you. That Sir person. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Can you walk then? Masha slowly stands and looks at me. Nicely done. That wasn't bad work for an amateur like you. It stopped raining. Cool wind on my cheek hints at autumn. I'm gonna drop by and see Damon. I'd like to see how the others are doing. Yeah. What? Hand me the car keys. No, I can drive. Have you completely gone mad? Look at your hands. I glanced down at them, only to suddenly realize they're still shaking. You just faced down a spirit. You can't drive in that condition. A choice made for me. I take the keys out of my pocket and toss it to Mashta. The corner parking lot. Right. You rest here. His figure melts into the darkness. As I watch him go, I notice something down on the wet asphalt. It's... a dead spider. It lays there, legs all curled up as if it desperately trying to hold on to something. Are you satisfied now? Let's go home. I gently pick the spider up. I wrap it in my handkerchief and put it in my pocket. The car ride back is a blur. I sat and let Masha's voice wash over me like a background radio noise. I remember wondering if Red Riding Hood might have stolen a part of my soul. Before the investigation today, Mo tipped us off about the testimony, remember? That helped me connect the dots. I realized the teacher was wrapped up in the case. A teacher from a school near the hotel was arrested for breaking the law. What does that have to do with anything? There was an odd part in Aiko's testimony. They were scared they'd be reported, but nothing ever happened. In other words, Esko never went to the police after tattling to the teacher. Or maybe more, she couldn't go. I frowned as I tried to put the pieces together. I think I'm too spaced out as it's not making sense. You never make it as a detective. Can you just drop that? I don't plan on becoming one anyways. There's only one possible answer. This Sir person Esko trusted so deeply was one of the Masquerade's customers. What? I feel like I've been hit up the side of my head, and not with a pillow, but more like a lead pipe. The one she sought salvation from ended up being a criminal. The definition of irony. Masha glances out the window and chuckles dryly. The bitter sound fits both our moods. It was the teacher Nomura, the one mentioned by Aiko's testimony. I saw a photo of him. He was thin, tall, the type popular with students. Well, I suppose. He glances back at me through the mirror. You might say he wasn't too unlike you. Masha suddenly tosses a file at me. Those are the research results. Look them over if you want to know more. Results. I flipped through the thick bundle of paper. They're a set of very well-organized documents. It would have taken a lot of time to gather this amount of information. Then it hits me. Wait a second. Masha said that he connected the dots with the help of Mo's testimony, which means he knew all of this before we started our investigation tonight. He knew everything? I just said I put it all together when I heard the testimony, but I decided not to tell you just in case. Why? If I had known, I could have... What? What would you have done? His tone turns mocking as he laughs. You would have just sympathized too much and let your guard down. You should be grateful I didn't. Masha leaves me with the research file and heads to Damon's hospital. Not of them alone, I can keep my 3 hospitalized friends out of my mind. I can't keep my friends out of my mind, but there's nothing I can do for them right now. I've done everything I can. I bolster myself with that information. I spread Masha's documents out on the table. I'm exhausted, but I feel like I need to go through them today. Who in the world was Red Riding Hood? If Masha was right, the truth should be right in front of me. And then bag. So one day as summer comes to an end, Mo and Tsukasa suddenly come to visit us. Yes. And then masquerade. But the buttons only go up to the 5th floor. Vibrations. Esko tattling to her homeroom teacher Nomura about the job is what started it all. Nomura proposed to Esko that they gather evidence first, and they arranged to meet at masquerade that night. But the only thing waiting for Esko there was utter betrayal by the teacher she was in love with. It turned out that Nomura himself was one of Masquerade's customers. No one knows what exactly happened to Esko. She was found wandering the streets in her red raincoat and immediately admitted to a facility. Unfortunately, her mental state was too far gone already, and she committed suicide by throwing herself from a 6th-floor window of the hospital. The night she died was cold and rainy, just like today. The report has info on Nomura as well. When he was arrested for other illegal activities, he ended up testifying about Masquerade as well. Having your partner wear all red was code that you were planning to use the deluxe suite of the hotel. That could be the reason Esko wore that red raincoat that night. Not long after the trial, Nomura apparently hung himself in jail. One day, as summer comes to an end, Mo and Tsukasa suddenly... Oh, it's back to the beginning. Oh, we never used the cheap lighter. Huh. Do we just rest? Learn the repulsive deaths. And so the case surrounding Masquerade quietly comes to an end, leaving an invisible scar on that dark street. The lives lost there will never return, and neither will their terrible dignity. The only thing that saves the disaster is my friend's survival. Sorrowful sentiment. Hiro, Banshee, and Shao all regained consciousness after that. They got out of it with no lasting symptoms and are recovered enough to go back to their lives. Damon concludes that the infliction inhibited the soul very much like the mark. In that case, maybe Red Riding Hood was finally released from that horrible nightmare. Just like the spirits that gave the people the mark. If anything good came about because of this case, then that would be it. A week later. Masha suddenly shows up on my doorstep. Before I even open my mouth, he pulls out an envelope and tosses it on the table. I'm here to deliver this. It's your reward. Take it. Take it and get out of here. I didn't do it because I wanted a reward. How should I know? The client asked me to do this, that's all. Did my job and handed it over. The rest is in your hands. Damn, what a pain. Masha turns around and curses under his breath, but I can still hear everything he says. That's all you came for? No, there's another thing. I learned something from this past case. And what's that? Something about you. You suited for this work after all. Not again. Sorry, but I'm done. No more. Just hear me out. There have been more mysterious cases like masquerades popping up lately. I thought it might be the mark related, but it seems like I was wrong. He stops for a moment, then mutters. Hyaki Yago, a monster's parade? Have you heard anything about it? A Hyaki Yago? Yeah, sure, in ghost stories. But he's clearly asking about something that's happening in the real world. No, I haven't. That's so. I figured you of all people. Forget it. First he asks me, then he tells me to forget it. He only cares about his own bottom line. Masta glances briefly at the sofa in the corner of the room. Might have known something. So you want my help? The old lady Yasuoka seems to think you could do some good. I do too. That's all I wanted to say. No, wait. I have one last bit of advice. Quit doing stuff like that. Like what? You picked up that dead spider, didn't you? You saw? Just out of the corner of my eye. That's why darkness follows you. Your ancestors probably had pity on her too. The living and the dead can't coexist. If you try to accept their feelings, you'll just end up getting pulled in. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Mashte just snorts derisively, like usual. Give it some thought, even if you don't want it, the time may come one day. He leaves, closing the door behind him. That marks the end of the case and the end of my chapter in my story. But someday in the future, I can't help but think that door will be thrown open again. Hell yeah. Should we check to see? I think that was the good ending, right? So we need to do the bad ending? Yeah, it just like automatically starts the story over. I don't want it to do that. Stop. Okay, so we need to get one more ending. Two more? What do we got? Poisonous demise. Oh, that's bad ending. Let's do it. Oh, you took my mouse. Okay. Got the game back up. Let's open the thing. Okay, chapter 6. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Little Red Riding Hood. School. I should be in the spot. I think my last save should be, yeah, right before we headed. Yeah. So this should be a good. I think we saved in a good spot. Yeah. Now we go up the elevator. We have to answer this differently. Oh, we still have to do this part correct. It's the questions once we're upstairs. When she's like angry with us. She's asking us questions. We'll need to do the bad one. Let me look. What we got? Good ending. Yeah, that was good ending. Okay. So we go here for bad ending. Oh, the wooden stomp because of the spider story. I was wondering, that makes sense. It says here, The encyclopedia said a wooden stump can help you against spiders. Remember they had like commented on that, like the wooden stump and spiders? Oh, that's why. That's why the horse head. Okay, okay. But we're gonna do bad ending. We're gonna do bad ending. We're gonna make her so angry with us, okay? But we have to survive the fight with her first. Try the combination. Okay, I have that written down here. 4, 2, 1, 5, 3. After this comes the fourth question. Putting any ideas of vigilantism by saying divine punishment will come, etc., or saying you find her attractive result in the bad ending. Divine punishment. Okay, let's do a little fast forward. Because I want to see what happens. We already know what they're saying. Hi, lady. I guess teen. This was the massager. We gotta survive this to get to the next part. Wooden horse head. Okay, now this part. Villains go to hell. That's right. Sir, come with me. The only thing that matters is your life. Everyone has a family. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Red Riding screams again. She glares at me. Sir, why do I look to you? Extremely attractive. Kinda gross. What do you like about me? Calling her pretty or anything. Her beauty. That should make her super angry. And suddenly I'm unable to breathe. My vision slowly fades. Game over. What do you mean? Decide again? I mean, is bad ending just that?
Sensei.
That was what it said to do, bad ending. Do the thing, and then just select options 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 for the bad ending. Oh, I think it's because we called her beautiful. I didn't do 2, 2, 2. One of them I decided I chose the top. So let's stick to the exact what it has here. We went off script. Activate the massager. That's what it says. No, getting off script. Wooden horse head. Villains go to hell. Okay. Everyone has a family. And then 2 again. You're like a little sister to me. What do you like about me? Your righteousness. That's right. Ooh. That time, yeah. We survived and we're safe. We do the exact same thing. We're getting pulled out. And throw into the night sky. I scream as I plummet. No, I should be rushing towards the ground. Just as I give up all hope, a strong jolt. The man struggles to hold. Let's see what the difference is here. Mashta? Shut up and give me your other arm. Hurry up. Grab onto me. Does this mean Mashta dies? Is the bad ending Mashta dead? I don't want to hear that. Even though he's a bit of a dick and meanie, but I don't want to hear that. The only sound that can be heard is our gasp for breath as we sit in the darkness. Why did you ignore my orders? Masha spits words out between wheezes. Sorry, this isn't the time to be making excuses. I might be better off shutting up. Idiot. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Is she gone? Think so. She threw herself out of it. She might have been trying to take me with her. No, not you. Sir person. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Can you walk? Let's get going. Nicely done. That wasn't bad work from an amateur like you. Okay, I want to see what the difference is with the bad ending. It stops raining. The cool wind on my cheek hints at autumn. I'm going to go drop by and see Damon. I'd like to see how the others are doing. Yeah. What? Hand me the car keys. No, I can drive. Have you completely gone mad? Look at your hands. I glance down at them only to suddenly realize they're still shaking. You just faced down a spirit. You can't drive in that condition. The choice is made for me. I take the car keys out and toss them to Mashta. Corner parking lot. Are we going to see the spider again? His figure melts into the darkness. As I watch him go, I notice something down on the wet asphalt. A dead spider. It lays there, legs all curled up almost as if it was desperately trying to hold on to something. Are you satisfied now? Let's go home. I gently pick the spider up. I wrap it in my handkerchief and put it in my pocket. The car ride back is a blur. I sat and let Masha's voice wash over me like a background radio. Remember wondering if Red Riding Hood might have stolen a part of my soul. Before the investigation today, Mo tipped us off on that testimony, remember? Help me connect the dots. I realized the teacher was wrapped up in the case. A teacher from a school near the hotel was arrested for breaking the law. What does that have to do with anything? There was an odd part in the Echo's testimony. There was this scared they'd be reported, but nothing ever happened. So, yes, we know all this. Let's skip it a little bit. Okay. Masha leaves me with a research file and heads to Damon's hospital. Now that I'm alone, I can't keep my 3 hospitalized friends out of my mind. There's nothing I can do for them right now. I've done everything I can. I bolster myself with that information. I spread Masha's documents on the table. I'm exhausted, but I feel like I need to go through them today. Who in the world was Red Riding Hood? Masha was right. The truth should be right in front of me. Mean. Yeah. That didn't seem any different than the last ending we got. Well, we just got an achievement for poisonous demise? I'm coming in. Mashta suddenly shows up on my doorstep. Before I even open my mouth, he pulls out an envelope and tosses it on the table. Here to deliver this, it's your reward. Oh, did I skip past, like, our friends maybe possibly dying and getting hurt and stuff? Reward for letting what happened to my friends. Oh, they all died. How should I know? The client asked me to do this, that's all. I did my job and handed it over. The rest is in your hands. Damn, what a pain. Masha turns and curses under his breath, but I can still hear everything he says. That's all I came here for. I learned something from this past case. And what's that? Something about you. You're suited for this work after all. That again. Sorry, but I'm done. No more. Just hear me out. There have been more mysterious cases than the masquerades popping up. I thought it'd be Mark related, but it seems like I was wrong. Stops for a minute and then mutters. Yeah. Okay. So our friends died. That's sad. That's the poisonous part of it. Even so. There we go! We finished Deathmark. And we have 100% the achievements. Let me look. 100% of the achievements. And so, but yeah, Red Riding Hood poisonous demise. Since we didn't get rid of them the good way on that bad one, our friends all ended up perishing. Because that's kind of what happens. The ones that ended up in the hospital. Sad. So that means we're done with Deathmark. That is game 50. We have finished 50 games this year so far. That's like insane. That's a lot of games. Next week on Friday, we'll start Resident Evil Revelations. Who's excited for Resident Evil Revelations? Is that you? Are you? I bet you are. Me. And then on Monday, I'll be starting Ayuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. Tuesday, I do have a doctor's appointment, so we'll starting late over on Twitch and everything. We'll still be do vertical streaming. And then on Thursday, TikTok, A Tale for Two with Melanie. And Friday, Saturday, Resident Evil Revelations. We're done with yeah, we got, and then I gotta figure out, we'll still game more the week after. So we'll figure out if we'll still be doing Euden Chronicles. Maybe. I think that one will be doing multiple weeks. We'll be doing that one multiple weeks. Anyways, I'll see you all around. Thanks for all who stopped by and everything. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. If it's nighttime, good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And maybe I'll see you all around on my birthday. You should all show up on my birthday. It's on Wednesday, the 20th. I'll see you all there. Bye.